Welcome. Welcome back to day 5. Look at you, going strong. Day 5 of our 30 Sits in 30 Days Meditation for Recovery course, as presented by the Wise Friends Network, an introduction to a Buddhist meditation practice for recovery from addictions of all kind, whether you're struggling with addiction to alcohol, drugs, or harmful behaviors. Is the hope and the aspiration of this 30 days or 30 sits in 30 days course to provide you the foundational tools that you need to establish a Buddhist meditation for recovery from the suffering of addiction of all kinds, which is a rather extensive topic, if you weren't aware of. But for today, for day 5, we're just going to focus on. Yesterday, we did a metta loving kindness introduction. It's always good to begin the expansion of the heart practices, but since we're still early in our practice, we're going to, for today's meditation, return back to an emphasis on the breath and body. And today's focus will be much more of deepening the focus and concentration practice on the breath itself. So today's meditation will be 10 minutes in length. There'll be one bell to signify the beginning, 3 to signify the end. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking the time to work on yourself. And thank you so much for your interest in setting the intention to dedicate yourself towards a Buddhist practice in your own recovery. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you've not done so already, feel free to find a comfortable seated position that you can be in for the next 10 minutes or so for our guided meditation. You can close your eyes and rest your hands in your lap or on your legs, whatever is most comfortable and most natural for you. And as always, just take a moment to relax in the present time experience of the mind and body being right here, right now, in a non judgmental way. We'll take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, another deep breath in, and a deep breath out. At this point, you can allow your breathing to be natural and at ease. This is not a breathing exercise, it's a meditative practice. There's no need to push or pull the breath, no need to force the breath. Just find its regular rhythm and its cadence. Meet the breath wherever it's at today for you. Perhaps it's short and rapid. Perhaps it's medium and nothing out of the ordinary. Or ideally, as you sit in contemplation, sit in meditation, the breath should become longer and more calm as the mind settles down. And a good analogy as we calm our minds, calm our body, is to think of a glass of water that when you sit down, the glass is it's a muddy glass of water, with all sorts of specks of sediment and dirt in it. But as we sit in meditation, we sit mindfully, just aware of the present time experience of the body as it is. The glass of water starts to settle down on its own. And that dirt and that sediment starts to settle to the bottom of the glass. all those thoughts, those worries, those concerns, all those to-do lists. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to be except right here, right now in this moment. And just give yourself permission to be right here, right now, ever present. No- Not just give yourself permission, but actively set the intention of saying, I'm going to be here, right now. Not with a sense of striving, but with a sense of relaxation and just easing into it. And as we breathe in, ever mindfully we breathe in. As we breathe out, ever mindfully we breathe out. Breathing in, ever mindful, I am aware of air entering my body. Breathing out, ever mindful, I'm aware of air exiting my body. Now, the next step of instruction in a formalized Buddhist practice of the first foundation of mindfulness, that in addition to being ever mindful of noting that air is entering the body and air is exiting the body, you can also start to silently note the duration of the breath. It's one of the recommendations out of the Satipatthana Sutta, one of the suttas of the Buddha's teachings. And in this second point, in addition to being ever mindful breathing in, we're breathing in, and ever mindful breathing out, we're ever mindful breathing out. The second point that it emphasizes is breathing in long. I'm aware of breathing in long. Breathing out long. I'm aware of breathing out long. Breathing in short. I'm aware of breathing in short. Breathing out short. I'm aware of breathing out short. And if you'd like, you can also add medium to these elements as well. Breathing in medium. I'm aware of breathing in a medium length. Breathing out medium. I'm aware of breathing out at a medium length. And it's on the second point of the practice of foundation of breath. It's not to control the duration of the breath, not to control the breath, Just that silent noting, that silent noticing and bearing witness, or as Jack Cornfield sometimes likes to call it, the loving awareness. Be the loving awareness that witnesses the breath. Be that loving awareness that as you breathe in, ever mindfully we breathe in. And breathing out, we know we're breathing out. Breathing in long, we know we're breathing in long. Breathing out long, we know we're breathing out long. And as your mind wanders from the breath, as it naturally will, nothing wrong with you. You're not doing anything wrong. It doesn't mean that you can't meditate. It means that you are like everybody else. You're so used to feeling things, or well, so used to thinking about things, I should say, rather than feeling them. That your mind tends to avoid the simple act of feeling. You're so used to thinking about things rather than feeling them, that in early recovery, it's more than natural to have your mind wander like a monkey mind, swinging from branch to branch to branch. And just remember as we go through these videos and go through these meditations, to always gently and kindly and compassionately return to the breath. As you breathe in, know you're breathing in. And as you breathe out, simply know you're breathing out. It's just that simple.